Montara Huskies. We hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day.
And President's Day to remember our great presidents such as George Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
Well, let's get on with the segments now.
Hi, Montara Huskies, and welcome to this week's weather segment. I'm here with my partner,
Ruby. So let's get started. For Monday, we will have a high of 70 with a low of 46, so it might be fresh out.
Then for Tuesday, we will have a high of 72 and a low of 50. So on Tuesday, there should be a clear sky.
Then for Wednesday, we will have a high of 73 with a low of 50. So far this week won't be too cold, but Giselle, tell them the weather for Thursday.
Okay, so on Thursday, we will have a high of 72 and a low of 52.
Then for Friday, we will have a high of 72 with a low of 52. It seems like it will just be a little bit colder than the days before.
Then on Saturday, we will have the same weather as Friday, which is a high of 72 and a low of 52.
Well, that's all. Hope you guys have a good week. This is Ruby with my partner,
Giselle, signing off.
Kevin, you're on mute.
Oh, well, happens to the best of us. Welcome back, Huskies. It's me, Kevin Ramos, here with my partner,
Caitlin Carson, with our latest segment of World News. So, Kevin, what do you have for us today?
What I have for us today is COVID-19 updates. Well, did you know that there is a new variant of COVID-19 found in South Africa? Also, this new variant of COVID can spread faster than the regular COVID. Also, Pfizer and Moderna, the two companies that produced the first two vaccines here in the U.S., are trying to find out if their vaccines will work against the new variant of COVID. If they do not work, then they will plan to make boosters for the vaccines. Also, the U.S. government found out that only 88,003 people tested positive for COVID last week, which is lower than it has been. So that's really good news. Well, that's all I have for today. So, Caitlin, what do you have for us today?
Well, what I have for us today is news about a dancing bird called the gray-crowned crane that lives across East Africa, but unfortunately its population is under threat of becoming extinct. They are endangered species for two reasons. One is due to the destruction of their habitat for agriculture, and the second is due to an illegal pet trade. People will clip their wings to keep them as pets. A naturalist in Rwanda is trying to save the species. His organization has rescued over 200 cranes from captivity, and they are breeding more at their facility because these cranes are symbols of health and long life in Rwanda. People are trying to keep them as pets, but he is trying to convince them to let them be in their natural environment so their children and grandchildren will be able to enjoy them as well. Did you know that the gray-crowned crane is related to the black-crowned crane? The birds are 3 feet tall, weigh about 7.7 pounds, and their wingspan is 6.5 feet. Their bodies are gray and their lifespan is 15.1 years.
Well, that's all we have for today.
Thank you, Huskies, for listening to our segment. See you next week. It's
Kevin and
Caitlin
signing off.
Montara Huskies, it's me, Martha, with the one and only
Victoria, and today we are going to talk about interesting facts that happened on February 16th.
That's right. Well, what do you have for the Montara Huskies, Victoria?
Well, did you know that on February 16th, 1952, the FBI arrested 10 members of the Ku Klux Klan?
Whoa, that sure is a lot of people getting arrested. And I have two questions. What is the Ku Klux Klan and why did they get arrested?
I'm glad you asked, Martha. The Ku Klux Klan is an American white hate group and they mostly target or hate African American people. 10 members of the Ku Klux Klan got arrested because they supposedly drove a car into a group that was protesting.
Wow, that is very disappointing.
I know, but anyways, do you have anything for the Montara Huskies, Martha?
Indeed I do. So, in the 16th of February, 1965, 4 people held in a plot to blow up the Statue of Liberty.
Can you tell me more?
Of course. In February 1965, a plot was discovered by a small group of African Americans to blow up the Statue of Liberty, the Liberty Bell, and the Washington Monument. 4 people were arrested in a joint effort of the FBI, the Canadian Mounties, and the New York Police Department.
Oh my God.
Do you have any more information, Victoria?
I do. Did you know DuPont patented a new nylon thread on February 16, 1937, and it will replace silk?
Wow, I thought silk was better.
Yep, silk was fancier and more expensive, but nylon was a lot cheaper, so it became much more widely used. I also have more news.
In 1959, February 16th, Fidel Castro took an oath as Cuban premier in Havana. It lasted 1959 through 1976.
Hey, you stole my line. You know, never mind. Anyways, that was very interesting. Thanks for sharing, Martha.
Thanks. Well, that's all for today. Huskies, this is Martha and
Victoria, signing
off.
Hi, my Truskies. Welcome back to What's Trending. Today I'm here with my partner,
Ruby. Today on What's Trending is The Weeknd. The Weeknd is a singer. Since the Super Bowl happened, The Weeknd was on the halftime show. Everyone was so in love with his show. He performed The Hills, Can't Feel My Face, I Feel It Coming, Save Your Tears, Earned It, and Blinding Lights. But Kaylee, did you end up watching the Super Bowl?
I did not, but I got to watch the halftime. I watched it when The Weeknd performed. He looks pretty good with his new haircut, I could say for myself. But did you watch the Super Bowl?
I didn't, but I heard great things about it. And I also heard that the Chiefs lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, that's all for today's new trend segment.
Bye, guys. Hope you guys have a great morning. This is Ruby, and this is
Kaylee, signing off.
Hello, Montara Huskies. I'm Carmen, and I'm here with my partner,
Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin, have you heard of the new movie Tom and Jerry?
No, I haven't. Okay, tell me a bit more about the new movie Tom and Jerry.
Sure, this movie is about a cat called Tom and his arch nemesis mouse, Jerry, moving into the city and going into a hotel that has an amazing reputation for making parties of celebrities. But when the owner of the hotel figured out that Jerry was there, he made sure Jerry was gone for good. But when he found Tom and made him hunt for Jerry.
Wow, that sounds interesting. I'll definitely be watching that.
Same, it releases on February 26th.
Time to put that on my calendar. Anyways, want to hear a joke?
Sure, I have one too, but you can go first.
Okay, so how did the man on the moon cut his hair?
How?
Eclipse it.
Eclipse it. Oh, I get it!
Okay, well, what's your joke?
Okay, just know that ghosts are terrible liars. You can see right through them.
That's a good one.
Well, that's it for today, Montara Huskies. Come back for our daily jokes.
See you next week.
Bye, Montara Huskies.
Well, that's it for today, Montara Huskies. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Make sure to stay tuned for our hilarious bloopers. We'll see you next week. Bye!
Except Kaylee's on mute.
Hello, Montara Huskies. We hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day.
I think she lagged again.